Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Fool's Town here in Cities Skylines. Guys, last episode we started to fill in some of the little gaps in the city that we had left over, and predominantly it was mostly residential. Now we've had this, I wouldn't say an issue for a while, but it's going to become an issue if I don't sort it out. The fact that we have so many people unemployed. I believe the unemployment rate's 30%. And you're probably thinking, I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad, Seniac. But you got to realise 30% of a 600,000 population is quite high. It's quite high. It's like 180,000 people who don't have the ability to work because there is no jobs. You see what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous. So today I want to try and create some new areas of commercial and like some industry stuff. I'll do some offices. And that's going to provide a lot of jobs. So I want to play a little fun little challenge with you guys right now. I'm going to show you, well, we're kind of all over the place right now. I'm going to show you the unemployment rate at the minute, which is 32%. Now in the comment section right now, give a prediction of what you think by the end of this episode, you think I can get the unemployment rate down to. I'm going to say 30%. I don't have much confidence because there is a lot of people. And there's a lot of stuff I gotta build, but we'll see how it goes. If you can get it right, guys, I'll try and love heart every single one of your comments and get it right. And don't cheat. I mean, you know, don't skip to the end, guys. I'm watching. But we kind of need to take a look at the areas. I'll bring up the zoning right now. Well, actually, let's bring up the population. Take away the zoning quickly. Boom. Oh, excuse me. Population, come back. There we go. So all the colours there, what you can see is where people live. Now we have some big chunks of people living over here, but we also have dotted around lots of commercial and industry for their jobs. We have this big industrial section we built over here, so I might fill up this section too with some offices. We might do some low density, high-rise band on this area to filter it down. Then we have loads of little pockets. There's loads of jobs around here, which is good. Then we have loads of little pockets and stuff lying around of residents and stuff like that. But I think I also want to expand this Summit Park around here too and add in some more jobs. So there's lots of fun little places we can play around with it today. So, let's take a look at this section. I haven't worked on this place in such a long time. And we have a roundabout here where a connection could come off. And then go up and then bend up here. What do we have over here to connect? There's a roundabout, but it's single lane roads. Ooh, there we go. There's a 4-lane road there we can cut up. And we can bring it up and over just to meet round. So if I can build the main road, then we can build all off it. So unfortunately, I have to get rid of these wind turbines. I don't need them anymore. They were only originally there to power the water pumps that we originally had here at some point. There we go. Gone. There's no water pipes. Oh, I about to say there's no water pipes. I removed them all. I keep forgetting I did that. Right, okay then. So next thing then, I'm going to pause it. And we're going to go to flat on the top of this because it's a little bit too crazy. So bring my brush size, make it nice and big. It's a bit too crazy. We'll pick a spot like there. And if I bring this out, so I want to flatten it so we can, you know, build as much as possible. And if I can create that lip there, we'll have a really good view of whatever we do. So I've got to try and smooth it down a little bit more as well. I'm liking this level. If I bring this round as well. I've got to be careful not to go too crazy with this because I'm not going to get the levels. So if I just kind of do something very basic. And then we'll play around with smoothing it all off. So we're just going quite harsh in some places. And then the smoothing tool will like kind of fix it for us. So actually, I'm going to take it from this spot here. If I take it from there, bring it out, there we go. So we're taking a huge chunk off this, and we go to the original like lip of this like kind of. I mean, I'm about to call it a peninsula. It's not really a peninsula, is it? It's like it's a land peninsula, if that even is a thing. I don't know. If I take off the edge of it as much as possible, there we go. Nice. Just come in a little bit more. And I'll use a smoothing tool anyway. So, yeah, there's some good levels there. There's some pretty solid levels. Just got to do a few finishing touches and whatnot. So let's pull out the smoothing tool then. We'll make this slightly a bit bigger than the other one. So let's smooth this off then. So push it all around the sides there just to make it a little bit more natural. These are the big ones here that we gotta work on. But straight away we get the job done. Here too. Look at that, it's perfect. Run along here. Now the wider you can make this, the less dramatic the incline will be for the road. Which would be pretty sweet for us. So push that out as much as possible. That's perfect. We'll smooth this little side out. We'll also smooth this out a bit too. And then we'll just go along the side here. And I think that's all pretty much good to go. So we've flattened it out a little bit. It's not too crazy and we can work with that. Pretty happy with that. So let's first get the road dead. Is it a road with trees? It is, yes. Yes, it is. And if I pulled this up, it's going to kind of go on that slight angle. Let's see what it would look like on a slight angle. Yeah. Right, okay. Now, what if I brought it up at a slight bend? That could be better. And it went round like... Oh, that's a really big road I'm trying to build here. But yeah, what if it did that? And then came down to there. Because it winds... Because it is a slope and it does wind round. I don't know why, but I really like that. I actually really do like that. But I just got to try and figure out something a lot cooler here. So if I bring this back slightly. There we go. And then try and get that angle just right. And we can have a really solid connection there. Okay. Right, let's try that then. So we'll go for the 2 laders. And we'll go straight away down. And straight away up there. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Got to make sure we don't add the little crossover right there. And I can pull it back into play mode now. Now, I don't know how many people would use that. It is quite big and wide, but we can create a really cool little section here. It's like a semicircle. We're almost creating a circle there, but like a little semicircle area here as it then winds down the hill. And this is going to be filled with jobs and stuff. This is going to actually be pretty cool. Right, let's get the normal roads then. So we get the one with trees because we'll make it quite nice. And I think we'll pick a spot and we'll roll with it. So if I picked... so it is kind of like a semicircle, but I don't want to make it too semicircly. If that makes any sense. So what I'll pick a spot like, for example, here. We'll bring this out to there, 50. And if I bring that by 30... Bam. So then if I bring this up by 30 as well, straight down. There we go. So we're creating this grid effect, as you can now see. And that's pretty much what we're doing in this little section. But it's a different type of grid because of how the road bends around. But if I can keep to it, we can be quite smart about this. There we go. Which is the one there. Yes, perfect. We can be quite smart about this and get this quite densely filled. There we go. Ooh, over by 1 more. Nice. And then here, what we could actually do is stuff like this. We could create these little bends that I'm hoping would complement it feels quite far, that one does. No, that's actually quite cool. It was created by accident, but it is at the same time pretty damn dope. Okay then, right, so that's as far as you kind of want it, like in terms of like here. Don't want to mess around with anything on the edges just yet. We'll do the usual stuff here as well. I could go as far as creating a bend here. Like that to fill it all up. And then I mean, I could create like a smaller, come out by 15 and in, just to take the edge off and fill up that gap slightly. And these roads can then kind of run down. But I also got to think of how then you would progress that way. Because that way you wouldn't actually go for this kind of setup, if that makes sense. But what you would normally do is also have a road, or a main kind of road that runs straight through. So if I can just kind of drop that down the way there, you can kind of see how it filters down. And it would be the main connection point. If we just kind of sort out the beginning of it, so if we come in like, say, at this point, bring it down by 60. And if you then kind of slightly do the grid effect, we'll bring this down by, I can't even see what I'm bringing it down by at the moment. 50 there. So across we go again. And, oh, is it too much to add in that one there? No, it doesn't seem it. And then we bring this out to about here. And if we can create that little bend, so that connects up quite nice there. And then we do the same for this one. And that will then trigger a road to cut through the middle. Right, so I take it to here. Then this road should technically just cut all the way through. And just like that, it's intertwined and connected while still maintaining the grid effect. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So that went up by 50. No, 60, sorry. This one's actually going to go a little bit further. So we'll take this... Oh, let's take it to... We can actually take it to 90. Or even 100. But I feel like that would be kind of too far in this region. So why don't we just start with 80 to begin with? Alright, we've got the same issue right now. We've got to get it as close as possible to there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So let's bring this out by 15-ish, give or take. Oh, actually needs to come out a little bit less than that. I just realised that. Okay, actually we'll bring it from this side. So bring this up to, let's bring it out by 25. That's nice. There we go. And then this one. And that will cut through there. So they're at different stages, but that doesn't matter. It's to get it all perfectly aligned. And that runs for that whole little section. We've always created a little triangle, and that will just run down and continue, and that's pretty cool. And we could do something really cool. We could create the little walkways and like plazas for the workers and stuff like that, which it is pretty sweet. So let's continue this. Are people actually using these roads? Where are they going down there? I think they're just taking weird turns and stuff. I don't know what they're actually doing. But let's continue this then. So, is this... How much does this stick out by if I brought that down? Ooh. So you do hit the kind of a clip of it. I kind of don't want to do that yet. I've still got this area to work with, but... We'll see what we can get away with. So hang on. At this point, we are getting... We might as well create the grid... A semi-grid here. So if I bring this out by 30, by 30, and 20 in, 30 and a 30 and a 30, just to get that the flavour of where the grid is going, which is pretty sweet. That could connect up there in some manner or form. So if I bring this up by 10 as well, but then the 30 kind of loses it. So if I just kind of bring it up by 10, that's when you're starting to hit these slight little issues. But what we could actually say is we bring this to this point, because we can smoothen it all off. I just don't want to create anything too dramatic. That bend there that goes in, so it's still connected, intertwined. And then this road, oh, this could be the thing. So you bring this one to here. I gotta go back a little bit more. Ooh, I'm liking these little roads that connect up and go in different ways and shapes and forms. I like this. I'm a big fan of this. So I bring that one to here. So this is completely changing up my normal building style with these flowing roads that intertwine into areas. It's actually pretty nice. I don't know why, but I kind of do like the flow of the roads. Let me know what you guys think about that. So, yeah, we got to think of this area. Now, I don't know whether to start building up here first. And then as that's building, we can continue and progress. What can I get for a connection up here? I mean, do I leave that as the sole road up here? Because we are on a different height platform at the moment, so I think it won't be the best option. It just comes down to the power. We need to get the power connected. I mean, it's only something as simple as a little power grid or power, thingy set up. So let's just do this little section just here. We'll do this little section here. We're going to add in some commercial as well. But if I just drop down all the main points of where we're going to do the industry. Alright, just cover up as much as I can. Might as well just pull the paint tool out. There we go. Just do the same there. Right, they're going to build up. Are they going to get going? Yes. And then when they start asking for power, that's when we'll give them the power. Okay, so roads then. We did the same over here now. We do need like a really good... We need a good couple of connections. So I brought this one out by, let's just bring it out by 50 for now. And then at the 10 mark, which is here, we'll come out by 40, up by 30, and in. So out by, again, well, this will actually be different because we can actually now, if I bring it to there, so that is that out by 30? Well, we'll start with this one first. So this is going to be intertwining connected there. And I want the same thing to happen to the one up above. Like this one. So bring that out by 30. This out by 30. And that connection is then solid. There we go. Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. Okay, we'll get back to it in just a second. So, power needs. Well, we don't need them just yet. Well, we do need them, but then again, we don't, do we? Because we have the non-power. I always forget we have the non-power thingy. So there is actually no need for it. So I can actually now just, focus on zoning and building. So let's get all the commercial down in this slight area. We have to think of some public transport too. We're going to do like a new subway line. We've got the commercial around here. It would be so sweet. Getting that all zoned in and connected. So I'm not too sure how much commercial we're going to do. But we will create this nice little shopping district. Right there. We'll surround them by workers. Because obviously they're the main people who are going to be shopping there for their lunch and stuff before they head home. There we go. And you know what? We might as well fill this little spot here. I'll do the outer skirts as well eventually. Like the outer lines, but just going to see how it kind of flows and goes. So continue to build up then. So here we want to create our beauty of a grid. And we'll take it from this kind of angle. We're switching up the angles now. We're going from horizontal to vertical lines. Which is, it's also pretty cool. And if I took this from the middle, so the full length for this is 30, so 15 is here. And then bring this one out. Like that. I actually really like how it just kind of merges away and flies away like that. It's really cool. So I'll take what I can out of this. We'll push this down as well. We'll do a straight connection there. Straight connection there. So it's all connected to this windy road, but we still maintain our grid format in you know, in certain areas, which is what I like about this. So public transport then, we have 2 stations there which we can intertwine in a new loop, which is handy. So for the little metro stations there, we'll go for these larger ones, the inner metro, and we only really need 2, like one here because they can walk around it, and then one up here somewhere. But that's all we need for this. So if I drop this one just there, and we'll add in paths and stuff so they can walk to it. Now the one here, I mean, it would be nice to have it on that road, but it probably won't be that possible. But if I do drop it there, right, this is actually gonna be like a pretty decent one. I mean, if I just create the connection, if I intertwine it just there, this one, oh, we kind of have that problem where we have to make it slightly. You can't make it go through the canal. I always forget about that. Right, let's pause and quickly get this in. Alright, apparently this slope is too steep here. This is where the anarchy comes in. There we go. It doesn't look weird from the outside. Oh, it kind of does, doesn't it? You can see it snaking. But it's one of those things, it's like, it's so difficult when you got to do those different height. You got to play around the different heights. So what I say we do is we bring it right down. And you can't get any more down than that. Well, can you see that? No, you can't see that, which is good. Right, sweet, that's working. And then we create the bend that slightly goes round. So then the loop would be one there to here, to then here, and back. And then we do another one on the opposite side. So all these subway lines are linked. You can get from any part of the city to the other side of the city by using the whole subway network, because each line links onto the other, which is pretty cool. So that works, and we have a subway line going through, so we have some form of transport. But I need to do some, well, make some areas very walkable. So we got anarchy on. We have to do stuff like this. And same just here. To make it walkable for those distances. And I'll do one just here. They kind of wasn't meant to see that one. So let's try that one again. There we go. So that makes it very easy then to walk to where they've got to go to. Very happy about that. So, what is next on our agenda? So we've got to keep building this up. We've got to keep working with it. So we need to start then thinking about zoning this area. Now again, this is all going to be industrial stuff. Because we need those jobs. We have massive bulky areas for residents only. So you do need these big bulky areas for only the jobs. And as long as we provide the transport links, like we got the subway there, there's no issues with them getting over here. So drop it all down, industry for days, and then in these little gaps is where we squeeze in the commercial. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. We're giving jobs and also places to shop. We're creating so much industry, but we also need then commercial to sell the goods that the industry then creates. That's kind of what we need to do with this. So there's like a little trade-off that you gotta go back and forth with. You build lots of industry, you've got to make the shops to sell the products. You build a lot of commercial, you need to build the industry to make the products for the commercial to sell. And both of them you need workers to work in. So you can see where it goes. It's like back and forth. So continue to go, continue to build up. There's a lot of zoning we place down in this section right now. We have the connection there. Repair too, so you know it's easy to get to. It's just off the highways and simple roads that go around. There's not too many connections to slow down the traffic, which is what I like. And it's not long enough yet for people to be working yet. Oh, there's actually workers coming to it. So should we take a quick glance at unemployment at this level? So the small amount that I've done, it's dropped unemployment by 1%. Okay, that's actually not too bad, considering all the buildings don't fully have all the workers in just yet. So it is coming down. So that's good to see. That is good to see. So we need to add in various stuff then. We need to add in plazas. We'll do the ones with the picnic tables and stuff like that. This will be very handy for the workers. So if I drop 2 there, which would be quite nice. 1 there. 1 there. That one's slightly over. I got the anarchy on, so I'll just put it there for a second and move it again. There we go. Couple of plazas there, couple of plazas there. Do love a good plaza, boys. Alright, there we go. One's just there. Squeezing 1 there as well. So that will eventually get rid of the buildings that are currently taking its place. Hopefully, yeah, I might say hopefully it does. So it provides a little bit of leisure. I don't do too much at this moment, because the main goal is just focusing on getting jobs available. But let's add in some more roads now as it continues to build up. So let's start thinking about filling in this gap. There we go. So do I do a connection like that? I mean, it definitely works, so we'll go with it. Let's just quickly fill this up. There is so much industry. So much. But you gotta remember, we need it. That's the thing. We definitely need it. Okay, right. Let it do what it's got to do then. It is now building up. We still got... I mean, it pretty much sets us up for like future expansions. Because we have this road over here where the racetrack is, which I still haven't added back in all the gravel stuff and tarmac. But this will eventually come up and over the train tracks and, you know, connect up to here at some point. And maybe even forced over to another highway connection. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, you can see how it all is now setting us up for future expansions. This is going to be really cool. And we do like little walkways and stuff, which will be pretty sweet. I'm quite excited for this. So as that builds up then, has unemployment gone down yet? No. But there is now 268,000. Oh, it's 30%. It's gone down 2%. So I did predict 30%. I could end the video right now and I'll be right. But I'm not going to do that. But it's dropped the unemployment by 2%, which is a big help. More jobs are coming. It'll be nice. It'll be interesting to see eventually when cause it's got 11 out of 14 workers, 6 out of 8. They don't fully have everyone working there. But it'll be interesting to see what the future issues would be for these areas. That's what I'm kind of also interested to find out. You know what's going to happen. So if we bring this along now by, let's say. Okay, we'll go 130 just for the sake of it. And we'll do it on this side as well. So 130 is here. as that expands all the way down there. That's kind of a crazy expansion if we went for that. You definitely need some more transport links along here. So why don't we kind of set that up? That would be we could do. Oh, I've got a brilliant idea. Right, let's use the tram line, and let's say we ended it here. Right. And I need to go to the tram section. We have a tram that goes up and down this road. Is this the tram line? Yeah. So what we do is, I mean, I could build a roundabout, couldn't I? 2-lane. Is there a tram? I always can't remember if there's a tram. No, it's more roads, isn't it? Right, let's get rid of you. Okay, we have to do it ourselves, which is not an issue. So we'll go up by, should we do like a 6x6? No, that'd be too big. We go 4x4. 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 There, it creates that little roundabout at the end. We did that somewhere very similar in the Venice area that we work with. And we just upgrade all of this road here. For the tram line. Now we can have it going both ways, which could also be pretty cool. But where would that end? That would have to go up here. So, well, then again, that's connected over here. And then do we have a tram roundabout just up there, don't we? Yeah, so that can go back to a normal road. And we've got no issues. It's just upgrading this side. There we go. So I won't make it go down here. Or do I? I mean, I definitely could. I could definitely do something like that. Right, let's pause so we can get this in quicker. I just gotta be careful I don't upgrade any other road. It's just then, how am I gonna do this at this point? How do I make the slight roundabout thing here? I mean, I don't want to get out and do something ridiculously crazy. I'm trying to turn the snapping off a second. Nah, that's not. I was going to do it up and over. It's kind of not going to work. So what I would have to do is, let's put the anarchy on that one. Alright, 12 by 5. Right. It works! It definitely works. It's a bit weird, but it's cool at the same time. That's actually kind of dope, isn't it? Do you know what? Don't even care. We're going with that. So, tram line then. So, let's say we start one. So, we kind of do one there. There's a subway line just there. So, we skip that out and go here. We then go, let's say, here. We'll then go there. These ones we'll have to play around with to see what's best, and then just pretty much come back. on the same spot. But rather than go down, we're now going this direction. So that can end there. And then we'll stop there, stop on that side, and then go back. So that's literally all we're doing. We've created like this triangle loop, in a sense. And connect back there. Oh, we need one here on this side. There we go. So we should start seeing trams now appear in this little spot, which is it's going to be pretty cool to see. But we've opened this really wide now, haven't we? This area is kind of going to be so dense, but we do have the tram network that will supplement the traffic. It's just building it is going to be the pain. So I've done 3 more rows there, which we'll take advantage of in just a second. We'll get the crossover roads. We'll turn the anarchy off at this point. I don't know how that happened. It did it again. Wow. Wowzers. There we go. And this one. Okay. So I was going to literally designate offices across the back there. Expect nothing less. And in the next section, we normally put commercial there, but the next section will do commercial, like the next free block. So we kind of break up the shopping districts, so we don't do, don't go over crazy with them. How many people? 126 people are using this. They're now starting to walk around, which is great. So they're getting there. They're able to access this point. Wait, did I just see a tram, by the way? Aha, there's a tram. We got trams, boys. We got the trams. Right, do I see anybody waiting for trams? I forget where the stops are. Let's stop a bit. We just got to give it time. We literally just have to give it time. And time is all we've got right now. But it's slowly building up. It's providing the jobs, which is great. Why is the unemployment down to at this point? 29%. So we dropped 3%. I don't know whether that is because of the sheer amount of offices and jobs that I've made available, or whether that's down to the fact that the population has slightly dipped. I don't know, but I'll take it. I'll take it either way, because we have to provide more jobs. There's 600,000 people living here. And we've only got... We almost have 300,000. We've almost got half the population of jobs available. So yeah, we got to sort that out. But we're getting there. This will eventually fill it all up. This will be some good stuff. And when this area is fully leveled up as well, and it's like nice and skyscrapery, it is going to be pretty damn cool. But we're working this area as time goes on. We got a lot of stuff we can add to it, decorate it, add nice little walkways and paths, connect this road. Oh, I need to do this road sooner than later, or we'll kind of lose our little entry point with this. So you're connected down to here too, so another little great connection for the highway. So we will focus on that next episode anyway, guys. But in terms of our limits, where are we at right now? So the only limit that we're looking on getting close to anytime soon is probably the buildings limit. 49,000 is our limit. We're at 43,000. But I feel like we won't hit that anytime soon anyway. Active vehicles, we're almost at the limit from that. So we're not going to get any more vehicles here, there, and everywhere, which is cool. But things are looking good for Foolstown. I wonder how, I mean, if any of you guys can, like, tell me what my jobs available number was before and after this episode. Because it would be nice to know how many jobs we have made available. It's going to continually go up and up and up. This is not its final form as it continues to go up and up. But it would be quite cool to like know how many additional jobs. Is it a couple of hundred, a couple of thousand? It'd be nice to kind of, you know, see how many I did add in. But we're closing in on 275,000 jobs available in the city. This is a good little city. There we go. 275,000. It's going up like every 100 and something, every like few seconds. Which is great. So you know it's building up right now. So we've dropped unemployment by 3%. 3%. We're trying our hardest, guys, but this area is going to be dope. I wonder what issues we're going to have from this place eventually. Have they got jobs? 6 out of 6 workers. 10 out of 12. The fully up. Oh, it's starting to get a skyscraper effect now, aren't we? As they fully upgrade. 15 workers. I need to add a zone to this. And by zone, it is Summit Park. We're expanding some. No, actually, we could do a new zone. Because technically, it's not fully connected to it. So I have quick interest right now. What's it going to be called? Poplar Hill? Poplar Hills. Is that how you say it? Poplar Hills? We'll go with it. I mean, it's quite a good name because it is actually on hills. Well, we'll take it down to here. That is the name of this district. There we go. Poplar Hills. Enjoy. Where do you work? Poplar Hills. It's pretty good. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, as we now have the population unemployment to 20, we dropped 4%. There we go. I'm taking that 4% right now. So I predicted 30%, got it down to 28%. It's going to continue to go down, which is going to be good for us. Very good for us, as we're trying to maintain a population and provide people with places to work and all that kind of jazz. We do have a little issue popping up here. Not enough educated workers. What's that education up was like? 69% highly educated. So we still got a long way to go, but we're definitely getting there, boys. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy, guys. Until next time, we'll see you all soon as the tram does its little Yui. So good. Bye.